Hey y'all, I'm Tatum Harvel and I'll be doing your ENH sports interview. Rounding out the end of their season, the men's basketball team just took home a big 80-76 win in their last home game against King University, adding to their 15-11 winning record so far. And joining us from the team to talk about the season, we have junior Patrick Antonelli and sophomore Jacob Morgan. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Appreciate you having us.
It's going to be a great time. So kind of looking from last season's schedule until now, we see our integrated Division II schedule competition really starting to ramp up. It's pretty much the only teams that we're playing. And so even with this tougher competition, the team is still boasting a really similar nice winning record so far. So from a player's perspective, what kind of mindset have you all had walking into this season, knowing that the competition level was probably going to rise a little bit? Patrick?
Well, you know, in the locker room, we always thought that we were going to have a great year this year. And even though a lot of other people outside of our locker room, the coaches, everything, that didn't think we would, we were projected last preseason for basketball. So I just think that we showed a lot this year with our effort and, you know, just played as hard as we could each and every game and got 6 wins in the SAC so far and still have 2 more upcoming.
Yeah. How would you speak into that, Jacob?
Yeah, just going off what he said, knowing that a lot of the teams and coaches and outside people didn't think we were going to do too well. It's been like a driving factor for us to keep improving in practice and stay in the gym with workouts and stuff like that. So that, I mean, that's really been a big part of our success in this new transition.
Both of you have kind of spoken to this, but you talk about how a lot of people have projected you to be the underdog, so to speak. So in what ways has that really just driven you all to push even harder to prove everyone wrong? Patrick?
I mean, we were here all summer, from June all the way to the end of July, working every day, trying to get better. And then when we got back on campus, we were still having workouts each and every day, everyone trying to get better, just to prove everyone that we're not some new kid on the block, I would say. You know, we belong in the SAC. We can play with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob?
It's really just been like making sure we pay attention to detail. Small details. That's, you know, really what's going to help us be successful in this league. So just making sure during practice and workouts that we do stuff like that is going to really lead to our success.
And congratulations on the success so far. You all have had an incredible season, so congrats to that.
Thank you.
What are some hurdles that maybe you've seen your team overcome so far?
Well, injuries. As
Absolutely.
You can probably tell. We've had I think 3 guys now are out for the year due to injuries. We've had some COVID issues throughout the year. I think that all of that has definitely played a huge factor in our season, some of the losses, but you know, it's next man up mentality that we have, and I think that's definitely helped us out a lot.
Jacob?
And I mean, I know it seems to be like a common topic of discussion, but really just where people had us at, not listening to like what they said and like, you know, having that mentality of trying to prove people wrong and show them that we do belong in this league and that we can be one of the top teams and continue to work our way towards that. So that's been, yeah, that's been it.
What do you think has been some of the driving factors helping you overcome those hurdles like COVID, like injuries? How are you kind of building each other up as a team and just pushing through to make things happen? Patrick?
I mean, as I said before, the next man up mentality and staying together, you know, not letting little things get in between each of us, you know, trying to play together as much as possible, sharing the ball, doing all those little things that you need to do when you have guys that normally are playing a lot not playing. So, yeah.
We're a really close-knit team. Everybody included on the team, top to bottom. So, I mean, just playing for, you know, the next man. It's been a big part of it, wanting to help each other be successful, whether it be on the court, off the court. It's been a big part of it.
That's awesome. Now, Patrick, this question is more geared to you. You're a third-year player on this team. You've really seen this program go from Division III to Division II over the years, which has been a really cool transition to watch you all carry out. What are some areas of growth that you have really just seen manifest themselves in this team over that time?
You know, there's, I think, 4 guys left from the D3, so I think we've all seen a different team since then. And part of it has to do with recruits. You know, D2, you're obviously going to get better recruits, so bigger, faster, and stronger guys are coming into our program, and because those are the guys we're going to be playing against. And also I think the mental aspect of it, you know, maturity, you have the mental toughness, all that stuff plays a huge role, and I think everyone has grown in that.
Yeah, now with these new players, the mental toughness that you talk about and all those things, how have you seen those strengths play out just this season alone?
I've seen it play out a lot. Like, you know, we have 4 new freshmen. They've had to step up and play, and that's not asked of a lot of programs, but because we're such a new program, the young guys have to step up and play and know how to control themselves on the court, and a lot of them have learned that you can't just do whatever you want most of the time. You gotta sit there and learn and listen and try to become the best player you can be.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Jacob, for you, what's an asset that you see in this team that you would say sets you all apart from other programs?
I would say we don't have any internal issues as far as like our team bond goes. We don't have any issues with anybody on the team. Everybody's very tight. We all get along. We go do activities together, hang out all the time around campus. So just having that, like, I guess, family aspect of it that I know a lot of college teams might not have, that's been a driving force that's really helped this year.
And I love that you say that, because when you talk about teams that are really tight-knit, a lot of that goes back into culture. Just what I wanted to ask you all about. So this next question is going to be a fun one. On the count of 3, I'm going to ask you all if you could describe this team in one word, the culture of the team. What would it be? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Family.
Okay. Jacob, can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. Like I just said, it's just, I mean, we all have each other's backs. Like everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. We all get along super well, and I think that has played a huge part in our success this season.
That's awesome. Patrick?
I mean, it kind of ties into what he said, togetherness. We're always together. We're always doing, on the court, off the court, everything together, you know, and I think that shows on the court. I mean, his word family, we have family written on our shirts, on like 4 or 5 of our shirts. You know, that just shows what kind of team we are.
And you feel like that name that's maybe across your shirt is also what you all hold in your heart, and I think that really rings true, and that's awesome. This is probably our last question, but I really want you guys to think about yourselves as kids, looking back on this college basketball dream that you kind of had. Who would you say most inspired you along the way? And then thinking about that inspiration, how has that helped keep you motivated even today? Patrick?
I would say probably my mom, because she played college basketball, so that was definitely a dream of mine to want to be like her and play basketball. And to this day, she still like encourages me to, you know, keep going. She comes to my games and loves watching me play, and I definitely am thankful for her pushing me to become a college basketball player.
That's awesome. Jacob?
Both my parents. They really just wanted me to be happy in anything that I do. And they saw that basketball was what I really loved, so they've been able to provide opportunities and anything just to help me be able to succeed in this, and they've been there every step of the way. So both my parents.
Well, that's incredible, and I'm so glad that both of you had that encouragement, especially with inside the inner circle of your family. That's really sweet and special, and something that you can hold on to for the rest of your life. Well, Patrick and Jacob, thank you all so much for joining us today. It's been an awesome time. Best of luck on the rest of your season, and congratulations so far. It's been incredible to watch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. This concludes our sports interview for EHC-TV. I'm Tatum Harvel, and we'll see y'all next week.